and welcome to Imagine This Stories for Lent. Today's story is called Super Mom. She's actually one of my very favorite people in the Bible, and we don't even know her name. So sit back, relax, kick off your shoes, and for the next few minutes, imagine this. Today, Jesus is on the move again. He and his disciples are leaving his hometown of Galilee and heading for the region of Tyre. He's going to meet a mom there, a super mom. When Jesus and his friends arrive in Tyre, he really didn't want people to know where he was staying. Can you imagine why? If you said, because then a bazillion people would come running to where he was and have them teach and heal them, you are correct. But of course, the place where he was staying was not kept a secret for long. One person found out, and they told someone, and then that person told someone, and before long, a lot of people knew where he was. One of the people who heard about where Jesus was a mom. When she learned his location, she came running, and when she saw Jesus, she fell at his feet. She told him about her little girl. Her daughter was possessed by an evil spirit, and she started begging Jesus to heal her. I'm sure the people there were very interested to see what Jesus would do. You see, this mom who came to see Jesus was a Gentile. That means she was not Jewish like Jesus and his disciples were, and many Jewish people didn't like the Gentile people and didn't want them around. So I'm sure they were curious what Jesus would say to this Gentile mom. I'm also sure this mom must have loved her daughter very much to run into this Jewish home and beg for help. Jesus answered her.
First I should feed the children, my own family, the Jews. It isn't right to take food from the children and throw it to the dogs.
Yikes! That doesn't sound very nice. But hold on a second. The words Jesus used for dogs in this verse means like a house dog, meaning a pet that lived with the family. It was like Jesus was saying,
It is not right to take the children's bread and toss it to the puppies.
Now you still may be thinking, yeah, that still doesn't sound too nice. But the mom here doesn't let this sway her. She instantly replies, That is true, Lord. But even the dogs under the table are allowed to eat the scraps from the children's plates. I so admire this mom's chutzpah. Do you know what chutzpah is? It's a Yiddish word that means bravery or daring or confidence, right up there on the edge of being rude. She understood that Jesus was a Jewish man. She also understood that she belonged in his house, in his presence, and all she needed was a crumb for her daughter to be well. I think Jesus admired this too. I imagine he smiled at her when he answered and said,
Good answer. Now go home, for the demon has left your daughter.
And so she left. She hurried home, and when she arrived there, she found her little girl lying quietly in bed, and the demon was gone. I so admired this super mom. She did whatever she could for her child. She heard about a man named Jesus, a man that many were saying was the Son of God. She found out where he was and ran to meet him. She fell at his feet and begged for help. She did not give up. She was a super mom. If you're a mom listening to this story, I want you to notice that this mom was so amazing not because she had a big house or fancy things. She was not a super mom because she was the homeroom mom or the president of the PTA. She was a super mom because when her child needed help, she ran to Jesus. And that's something all of us can do. As parents, we can and need to run to Jesus on a regular basis, to fall at his feet and say, Lord, I need your help. Thank you so much for listening today. I hope you'll come back tomorrow. Imagine This Stories for Lent. Bye.